Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Laffy Tunes. In today's video, we're listing down the best bizarre episodes of SpongeBob. But before we begin, make sure you hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Also, turn on the bell icon to receive our latest updates. Number 7. Fungus Among Us. Well, it is not the best bizarre episodes compared to the other ones. The Fungus Among Us is certainly uncomfortable to watch to a certain extent. For several observers, the strange and disgusting infection spreads to all of the Krusty Krab's customers, which is also visually disturbing. It is frankly strange to see a contagion turning the city upside down and believe a general poverty for the characters. Watching SpongeBob become physically sicker with his infections causes a lot of discomfort among viewers, even years after being released for the first time. Number 6. Chocolate with Nuts. This episode has remained among one of the all-time favorite episodes with the show long after its initial release in 2001. This is also considered as one of the funniest episodes. It's also one of the weirdest due to its wackiness. The random citizens who screams the memorable line, "Chocolate!" doesn't have a proper explanations behind his assault. It just hunts the innocent beginner that SpongeBob and Patrick are while frantically shouting for the candy. The randomness in this episode is pretty mind-boggling to watch, but of course it is quite hilarious. Number 5. Squidward in Clarinet Land. This trippy episode is completely an interesting thing to watch out. Not only Squidward is confused to the point of paranoia and exhaustion, but after watching the Zanky episodes, you may experience the same thing. The episode seems to show SpongeBob innocently getting Squidward's clarinet for him in the end. The angry musician experiences something truly weird. After checking the locker, Mr. Crab loans them personal items, while Squidward steps into a whole new world inside the locker called Clarinet Land. The unique land gets Squidward eaten by a bird and placed inside a pinball machine games. As a familiar nod to Alice in Wonderland, viewers are left wondering about what has eventually happened that left Squidward in a psychedelic-like experience. Number 4. Frank-a-Doodle. Doodle Bob is a memorable reference for veteran fans. This episode was certainly one of the bizarre ones because of its terrifying aspect, and also its combinations of human and Bikini Bottom inhabitants. Doodle Bob is designed by SpongeBob after he and Patrick discovered a magic pencil from the surface world. SpongeBob creations turns into a nightmare, which is why most of you guys may argue and claims that this episode is more scarier than being weird. But it is actually one of the most bizarre episodes due to its unique mixtures of animations and the real world. Number 3. Whirly Brains. This episode has a common cartoonish slapstick comedy in total, but it's definitely a strange one. The critical premise is SpongeBob and Patrick who uncover the Whirly Brains games, which involves their brain literally helicoptering through the air as they control their movements from remotes. The brains can address anyone and anything by eerily floating. The two best friends suddenly give Squidward a panic. But the real wacky portions of the episodes isn't just the brain flying around. It's actually how the game player look when they're controlling the flying brains. Their eye sockets and skull are completely empty. So when SpongeBob and Patrick talk to the other fish, they look like a cracked open toys. Number 2. SB129. In case if you are having a difficult time while recalling what episode this is, it's when Squidward asks, "Why is everything chrome?" After getting trapped in the Krusty Krab's freezer, Squidward is snowy and is thawed out 2,000 years into the future, where even the coral is drizzled with some weird chrome-like spray. Squidward gets transferred through time to witness the wild caveman versions of SpongeBob and Patrick, and he can't even get some peace and quiet to review his clarinet as he wants originally. The reasons why it's one of the weirdest episodes is mainly because of how Squidward is finally transported to an eerie space where he is all alone. Once he says "alone," multiple voices echoes the same word and Squidward realizes that he's trapped in an empty place until he is miraculously brought back to his time period. Number 1. Rock Bottom. Many of you guys may find Rock Bottom as one of the terrifying episodes because of how lost and afraid poor SpongeBob when he and Patrick naively go to Glove World. Stuck in a dark and lonely abysmal place, SpongeBob has to drive his way through the strange town's hallways. This is basically the weirdest part of this episode. The apparent language the inhabitants of Rock Bottom speak has the cheerful, raspberry tone. However, this episode doesn't have as much perturbing or surprising moments compared to others. But the whole episode is an indication of what it feels to be in a unique place where resources are present in limited amount. With that being said, it's time to end our today's video. Thank you for watching.